Alright guys, so I've seen a lot of posts on Reddit asking if it's possible to create an elevator using sticky pistons. I've had a bit of a play around with this, and it is possible to do to a limited extent, but the redstone wiring gets quite messy when you try to include a lot of floors. So obviously the first thing to show is that one sticky piston can push another, but it can only do so if the piston it's pushing is in the retracted position. It won't be able to pull or push an extended piston. So the first issue to solve is, how do we activate this piston when this piston's in the extended position? So to do that, just put some flooring here, then some wires up around here to this piston, and when you push the button they both extend. Now the next problem comes with going down your escalator. That's a bit of a problem because if you just press this lever again, yes, it doesn't quite work, because what's happening is this piston here is trying to pull down an extended piston, which it can't do because that's not how pistons work. So what you've got to do is you've got to make it so that this piston will contract before this one does. So you've got to add a delay in, and if I extend them and get rid of that and put a repeater in here and add a delay to that and then try and retract them, what do you know, it works. But now we've got another problem. When we go to raise the elevator again, the bottom one has to extend before the top one, because an extended piston can't push another extended piston. So if I flick this switch here, what will happen is only the top one moves. So you can see with the dilemma here. Now the way I've discovered to get around this is to have two separate switches. The one on the right here will extend all of these, and the one on the left here will retract them all. Now this works for 5 stories, and there is quite a lot of redstone wiring here. I imagine this could all be very easily condensed and made to look a lot nicer. But the general principle is that on this right hand side, the higher levels will activate later than the bottom levels. This means that you're never really in a situation where you've got a piston trying to push or pull an extended piston. And the opposite is true on the left hand side. The top ones will deactivate before the bottom ones. So if you watch it in action, flick this switch here, it extends to its full height. You activate this one, these power up. We turn this one off, you see the bottom ones turn off first. Then once you flick this switch here, it all goes back to the resting position. Now this does work if you stand on there, on that stone block, but the problem with that is that you get pushed up a little, you get like flinged in the air a little bit. Now according to the rumours, and I believe there's a video been released of the official pistons that are coming with the 1.7 update, that won't happen, so this should be quite smooth when the official pistons are released, assuming they will be released. Fingers crossed. So once again you just turn this and it goes down. Now I'll provide a link to the world file in the description below. Hope you have a bit of a play around with it, see if you can find a way to condense some of this redstone. Because I mean, this is just screaming out to me that this could all be condensed. I mean, it's only really this size now because when I build things for the first time I like to build them as big as possible, so there's a lot of room to play with. I'm convinced this entire side here could just be replaced by some kind of logic gate that allows for the top ones to deactivate before the bottom ones, which would really shrink this down in size and make it much more practical. Okay folks, so I've just got one last thing to show you now. This is a bit of a bonus, but now I watched the Captain Sparkles video a few days ago where he showed sticky pistons being used to create stairways. So I thought I'd take that to the next level a little bit. Now he showed a linear staircase where it was all on one side of the wall, but I figured, well, spiral's just better in every way, so let's see if this works. Oh yeah. The spiral staircase goes all the way to the top. And with any luck, when I press this, it should all go away. Except for this block here, which never seems to work and has to be reset by itself. Got a whole switch just dedicated to it. Let's turn fly off for a second and try the staircase out. Okay, I never get tired of that. Okay, so let's see what's at the top. I'm gonna fix this block as well. It's getting on my nerves now. Alright, let's go. Jumpy jump. Alright. Right guys, thanks for watching. Cheers.